Hello, you're welcome to my YouTube channel, Words with Shola for me. Today we'll be looking at a very important topic to every parent, and the title is 5 mistakes to avoid as a parent. 5 mistakes to avoid as a parent. Now, parents don't usually start out wanting to make mistakes, but life happens, and because parenthood doesn't come with any manual, we find ourselves making mistakes from time to time. Now, the number one mistake to avoid as a parent is not trying to fix problem. Not trying to fix problems. Now, either because parents think that certain problems can't be fixed, or maybe because they are quickly to accept them. Parents endure months and years of frustrations living with common problems. And those common problems, they vary from a child to another. For some, it might be bedtime battles. For some, it might be waking up in the middle of the night frequently. For some, it might be tantrums and any other behavioral problem like that. So, not trying to fix problems probably when they are young could actually accumulate into an adult that throws tantrum. So that's the first mistake to avoid, not trying to fix problems. And another mistake to avoid is overestimating or underestimating problems. Overestimating or underestimating problems. Now, before you try to fix problems, you have to first decide what is and isn't a problem. There's a difference between what is a problem and there's a difference between what is not a problem. If you have spotted out what a problem is, you need to also know how big the problem is. Problem varies from a child to another. When a child is a preschooler, the problem with them would be different from your preteen or your 5 or 6 year old. So the issue is spot out if there is a problem or not. Try to identify if there is a problem or not. Another mistake to avoid is having unrealistic expectations. Don't have unrealistic expectations on your child. If you have unrealistic expectations of what your kids should be doing, you can actually create problems. You will be frustrated at them not getting it when you want, or probably not doing it as perfectly as you want it to be. So stop having unrealistic expectations on your child. Do you understand that? So make sure that your expectations match what your child is capable of handling. What I'm trying to say is, make sure that your expectations match what your kids are developmentally able or expected to be doing. So study them and know what they are capable of handling. So another thing to avoid is avoid being inconsistent. Avoid being inconsistent. Now, there are actually few things that can harm your children more than an inconsistent parenting style. If you are sometimes very strict, but in another times, or you simply don't seem to care what your child is doing, they will be finding it difficult to really understand what is expected of them and how to act. Do you understand this? Don't be inconsistent. Sometimes probably you scold them for doing something bad, and when you do that other thing another time, either of you scolding them for that, you rub their head. Now the child is confused because he or she can't interpret your emotions, can't interpret that to mean you are not in support. So when you are not happy with something, make it known. And when you are happy with something, also make it known, which is don't be inconsistent. Don't be inconsistent. Also, stop having a lawless or a freeless how do I put it? Okay. Not having rules or setting limits is also what to avoid as a parent. Not having rules or setting limits. Now, the thing is, you may think that you are doing your child a favor by letting them do whatever they want. But most younger children find it especially hard to live without any limits. So you have to set a limit, you have to set rules. This is what is acceptable in our family. This is what is not acceptable in our family. So having rules, setting limits, consistent routines, and offering limited choices will help your child know and expect what is coming throughout the day. So I hope this help you to avoid mistakes.
I hope you
as
found
parents.
these tips
I hope
helpful.
you've learned something
Thanks
today,
for watching today
and
have
I
a
hope
wonderful
it's
day.
what
Bye.
you're watching. Thank you.